In this world of chaos, we seek control. In the whirlwind of tasks, relationships, and ambitions, we chase balance. We long for peace in a world that never stops moving. But what if true balance doesn't mean stopping the dance? It means learning how to move with stillness inside. That is what Krishna teaches when he says, "Be steadfast in yoga, O Arjuna." This is not a call to renounce life, it is a call to rise above its noise, not to run from action, but to master it, not to freeze the world, but to still the soul while living fully in it. The meaning of yoga in action. Yoga is not just a posture or breath technique, it is union, harmony, alignment. Yoga is when your thoughts, words, and deeds flow from a center of clarity. When your actions are born not from craving or fear, but from purpose and peace. To be steadfast in yoga is to be anchored in your essence, even while engaging in the world. It is to be like the lotus, rooted in mud, yet untouched by it. Action without attachment. The world says, do it for the reward, for the applause, for the win. But Krishna says, act and let go. Do not tie your happiness to results. Let your joy come from the doing, not from the outcome. When you act with love, the act is the reward. When you act with surrender, the act becomes sacred. This is balance in action, to give your all yet remain free. Steadiness through storms. Life will test you with failure, with loss, with misunderstanding. But the yogi remains steady, not because they don't feel, but because they are centered in something deeper. When others panic, the yogi breathes. When others rage, the yogi reflects. When others quit, the yogi endures. This strength is not brute force. It is inner stillness. It is born of discipline. It is built in silence. The battlefield of Dharma. Arjuna stands on a literal battlefield, but all of us have our own Kurukshetra, our daily decisions, our duties, our dilemmas. Yoga is not a way out of the battlefield, it is the way through it. To be steadfast in yoga is to do your duty even when it's hard, to stand up even when it's uncomfortable, to speak truth even when it's unpopular. Balance in action is knowing that your role is not to control the world, but to show up with integrity. Let go of the fruits. The world teaches us to cling to outcomes, to opinions, to recognition. But the Gita offers a radical alternative. Do and let go. This is not indifference, it is freedom. When you detach from results, your work becomes purer. When you let go of outcomes, your mind becomes lighter. When you release the grip of ego, your soul can breathe. You become a channel, not a controller. You act from essence, not ego. Steadfastness in the face of ego. The ego wants credit, it wants control, it wants comfort. But yoga is a humbling path. It asks us to surrender all three. You may not always win. You may not always be understood. You may not always be applauded. Still, act with love, with courage, with steadiness. This is the silent power of yoga. It makes you unshakable. Balance between spirit and service. Balance in action is not withdrawing from the world. It is serving the world from a place of spirit. It's not renouncing duties. It's doing them with devotion. It's not giving up ambition. It's purifying it. Be in the world, work, love, build, but don't lose yourself in the noise. Let your soul lead. Let purpose guide. Let peace be your anchor. Conclusion, walk the middle path. To be steadfast in yoga is to walk the middle path. Not too passive, not too aggressive, not too attached, not too detached. It is to live with fire, but without burning. To strive with passion, but without obsession. To care deeply, but without losing balance. This is not a one-time achievement, it is a daily choice. So today and every day, return to your center. Act with love. Release the grip, breathe. Remember, be steadfast in yoga, O Arjuna, because balance is not the end of action, it is the art of action. And when you master that art, your life becomes your greatest offering.